This is Nick Douglas for Adventures of a Sailor Girl here in the fort at Southsea for the Louis Vuitton America's Cup World Series 2016 in Portsmouth. The second time around in Portsmouth, but nothing seems to have changed, with local hero Ben Ainslie taking a 1-1-3-3 in the practice racing today. Will he continue through to tomorrow? We'll have to see, and hopefully that sea breeze builds just a little bit more. A beautiful setting here as I am waiting for the skippers to come and speak with me. I think we might be speaking to a few representatives as the skippers have so much on, but I'll do my best to speak to all of the teams. If you do have any questions, make sure you tweet to me at SailorGirlHQ. I'll be doing all of the interviews every day as well as live tweeting each of the races, so stay tuned. Francesco, your first day steering an AC45, how was it?
It was good. Today we had some good moments, some bad moments, and in the end was an average day. We end up the last race in fourth, which was the race that counted. So not too bad, not too good. I think we can do better. We didn't have a great start on that race, but the race before we were leading around Mark 1. So yeah, we had an okay day, plenty of lessons, plenty of things to learn. Every race we sail better, I sail better the boat. The guys are doing a great job.
Excellent. Well, that's great to hear, but you did lead some of the races. That's uplifting.
Yes, exactly. I mean, we had our good moments, and unfortunately we couldn't hold on that position. But again, I learned so much today that I hope that it's going to be up for tomorrow.
Excellent. And as you said, you finished on that fourth. How are the team going?
Well, the team is going great. I mean, the guys they know the boat way better than me, and they keep giving suggestions, this and that, and sometimes I'm making the wrong calls. And but the guys are keeping the morale up, and they're happy, and we know that we can do it.
That's awesome to hear. Well, good luck tomorrow for the actual racing. Hopefully you get a little bit more breeze too.
Yes, exactly. This is a good point, actually. In a little bit more breeze, it would be actually easier.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, awesome. Well, good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Well done today.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was, again, very difficult. Doesn't seem like we've got any easy venues, but no, it was good. It was a lot of fun.
Hopefully, at least today, it's going to be the worst that you'll see for the weekend.
Yeah, well, the forecast it's showing, good chance of sea breeze, but we're sort of starting a little bit on the early side, so maybe it'll be hard to, to get the, get a good build. But let's hope. That
said, you did have moments where you led today.
Yeah, we got won the third race and had a second in the substitute. So yeah, it was we sort of felt like we progressed well during the day. So hopefully we can carry that on into tomorrow. It's
frustrating when these conditions sort of prevail. Are you concerned that maybe we'll only see light wind racing in the World Series events when Bermuda is potentially more of a windier venue?
Well, I guess we've really only had probably 1 or 2 days of really decent sort of strong wind racing. The Bermuda I can promise you, it can be just like this. It's it can be pretty light at times. The normal breeze there is actually beautiful. It's sort of a 12 to 15 knot breeze, and if the sea breeze sort of comes in like some of the people are predicting, then maybe we'll get to experience some of those sort of conditions here.
That would be ideal to see. And how's the team going? I mean, you guys have your core unit working unlike some of the others, which is nice to see.
Yeah, it's going well. We've had a very busy time. We're sort of fully established now. We've got the base running, and it allows us to really focus on the sailing. And we've just got to keep working hard to improve. And we're less than 12 months until we start racing, so it's coming around very quick.
It's coming so quickly, but we can see those improvements happening all the time. Team Japan is one of those teams that just keeps moving up and up and up. Yeah,
well, hopefully we can carry that momentum on. It's you're only as good as your last race, and so you just got to keep working hard to improve. And we've been inconsistent in the earlier rounds, and so that's something we've been working hard to do. And we started to see some of that paying off in Chicago, and it'd be lovely to be able to sort of carry that on through Portsmouth.
I know this might be a difficult question to answer, but what position would you be happy with here in Portsmouth, given that it's a year gone around, you're now concentrating on the sailing? What is Team Japan aiming for here?
Well, it'd be nice if we improved. We're obviously, we feel that we can compete, with all the teams out there. So, I think if we put it all together over the 2 days, then I think, there's no reason we can't be at the front. But, it's, we're obviously up against some very strong teams, and so, we just got to fight hard. And I think at the end of it all, if you can walk away and sort of feel like you've sailed a good event, then, hopefully it'll put us in a good place.
And as you say, keep building on that momentum.
Absolutely, yeah.
Excellent. Awesome. Well, good luck tomorrow, Dean.
Cheers, Nick. Thank you very much. Yeah, cool.
Hello, how are you? I know, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It shows off my
We're
eyes. How are you going? How was today? Beautiful, beautiful racing from you guys.
Yeah, another beautiful British summer's day.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was really good. You know, it was a little light. It was kind of at the bottom end of the spectrum, but yeah, it actually makes it really interesting because it's kind of always that Jenica crossover, and then there's a fort in the way just off the start line, making it real interesting. And yeah, no, it was a really good day.
It was really good to see. I think it was the second race you opted to come downwind with the Jenica and the jib and then changed your mind. A few little different sail setups there.
Yeah, you know, just before the start, we thought we might be on the jib for the first reach, and then kind of just before start time, we decided actually it's dropped enough so that we're back onto the zero. So we ended up sailing down with both of them. But yeah, it's all about that Jenica crossover at the bottom, because you don't want to be starting the upwind on the jib and then changing to the zero and vice versa. So yeah, it's a big call at the bottom mark whether to use the Jenica or not.
Yeah, I think you made that call well, but you also picked the upwind shifts well. Few comebacks there.
Yeah, I think so. You know, I think we were generally sailing pretty fast upwind, and I think the boys at the front and back, so Ed and Ben, were calling the shifts really well and the tactics really well. So yeah, everyone's pretty happy.
You know, it was really, really nice to see. And a bit of local knowledge there, or just everyone cheering you on? The crowds were into it.
Yeah, you know, it's wicked coming down that last reach, seeing all the crowds, and they're all sitting on the beach and waving their Union Jacks, and yeah, it's just a definite highlight. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow because there'll be probably 3 times as many people.
It's just a practice race, but I remember last year the Saturday was just unbelievable, and we should have 2 days of that. Could it be that we get a week of sunny weather in the UK?
What do you mean? It's always like this here. No, it's yeah, the forecast for tomorrow is actually a little bit more than today, then on Sunday a little bit more again. So bring it on, it's going to be awesome.
You can wind into it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, awesome. And how's everything going at the base? I know you've been out using your to-be Bermuda boat.
Yeah, we've got our test boats out sailing, and yeah, they're wicked. They're a big step on from these things.
Yeah, I bet. It's going to be really interesting in the next few months to see how everything unfolds.
Yeah, it is. It was interesting watching the boys all racing out in Bermuda, and you know, there's a lot to learn from watching that. But yeah, we're doing our own thing over here and quietly moving forward.
Do you think it's good or bad to be separated from the Bermuda teams? Because I know that Artemis and SoftBank have made a few leaps training over there. What do you think?
Well, I think there's pluses and minuses. You know, pluses being it's good to train with other boats. Minuses being it's really expensive to move someone to Bermuda with all their families. So you know, for every one person they employ, we can probably employ 2. So you know, it's there's definitely pluses and minuses.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me, and good luck to the whole team for tomorrow. I hope you do well.
Thank you very much.
No worries. How are you? Oh, give me a cuddle.
Yeah, come on.
Everything good?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Yeah. How was today?
It was fun. Yeah, we, you know, tricky, saw a lot of boats up and down, and you see the Kiwis at 3 last and then won the last one, so yeah, it's just about trying to piece it all together and stay consistent, and it's a tough track, and it could well be exactly the same tomorrow.
Yeah. Hopefully a few more knots.
Yeah, obviously, I mean, these crowds are awesome, you know, on and off the water. So it'd be great to be able to show them the boats and the foils. But having said that, I think there was still pretty good racing given how light it was. And, you know, lots of opportunities, a lot of lead changes. So, yeah, I think we'll still get some exciting action either way.
Yeah, and some good gains from you guys and losses. How are the comms on board?
Yeah, it was a bit of snakes and ladders. You know, we did some things well, some things not so well. Big part now, I think, for everyone, especially looking at the forecast, is to go back and really study all the footage and really try and step up another gear for tomorrow, because, yeah, we really could have this the whole weekend.
Yeah, definitely. Now, yesterday there was a bit of banter in the press conference about spying and whatnot. Did you have fun with that?
Yeah, look, it's all part of the game, really. You know, both teams spy, or every team seems to spy on each other, and, yeah, we're well set up to keep an eye on those guys, and so it's all good fun, and it's all, I guess, sort of part of the game.
Yeah, we're less than a year to go now, and I guess that this really signifies to me the real America's Cup. You know, when everybody's focusing on what's to come.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've been working really, really hard in Bermuda on our development program, and it's time's the enemy for every team now, because, you know, there's only so many things you can build. You're making decisions, you know, essentially on your race boards, which you only get 2 pairs of. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a real critical time now. But look, we've had a great summer in Bermuda, but we've still got a lot of work to do there.
That's awesome. Well, it's nice to see you. Good luck tomorrow, hey? Yeah. I think everyone wants you to have a win. We're waiting.
Yeah, I'd like to have one too, so I'm glad we're all feeling the same way.
I was going to ask you what you'd be happy with, but I know what the answer will be, so.
Yeah, I think we've all got the same answer, but Well, look, we just want to have good racing and be competitive and be up there. So I think, we're going to learn to go through the stuff tonight with Philippe and get out there and start swinging.
Awesome. Well, I'll let you get to it. I know you got to go.
No worries.
So, cheers.
Thanks.
Come on in, Ray. How was today?
Yeah, very good in the end. It was a tough day out there, and we struggled in the first few races, but we're always going to have a tough training day with a completely new team. But it was it was good to sort of improve every race as far as our boat handling, even though the results weren't improving until the last one. But
It was a bit of a lottery day, so I think we can let you off the hook.
Yeah. Well, the key in these races is to get off the line well, and we absolutely nailed that last start, and we're leading at Mark 1 with a nice bear away, and life was a lot easier. Where if you're in that third or fourth position, it's very hard to hold that position.
Yeah, the two first starts you broke. Just a bit of time on distance there.
Yeah, just we're pushing to try get good starts and not hold back, and it's a fine line. If you're early, it's a shocker, and for us, we just felt let's just be in amongst it and give ourselves a good crack at it. And in the end, it worked out. We got our timing right, and it's a real fine balance. Everyone's wanting to nail that start, but we're seeing a lot of boats over.
Racing without consequences, though. It's good to get it out of the way today.
Well, that's right. It was an absolute day for learning, and we've got a lot of video now to analyse tonight, and got an exciting crew on the boat now that are all hungry to get some good results on the table, and there's a real good atmosphere. Yeah,
I was going to ask how the dynamic is, and I'm sure 50 million other people have asked you that today.
No, it's good. We obviously are aware of the huge challenge because all these teams are very polished now. And it's great that we can bring in guys like Richard Meacham and Sam Bell that are really talented, and they've slotted into the role. And even though everyone's really skilled in their areas, this type of racing, you're just covering each other and freestyling a lot. So that's where the time on the water together with a team is more important than everyone's individual talent. And I think we learnt a huge amount today.
That's awesome. The scramble sailing is important.
Scramble sailing, all right. Just putting out fires the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, at least you're able to do that and learn for tomorrow. Now, flashing back to the press conference yesterday, Ashby indicated that maybe Team New Zealand has a little bit under the hood in your development boats. What's happening?
Oh yeah, well we've been a bit late to get going with our development boat, but it's in the water now. We've had 2 days on it. Some of the other teams have had 2 years, so we're definitely in a bit of catch up. But no, we've got a fantastic group of guys that are working really hard, and we've kept an eye on what the guys have been doing in Bermuda. So it's very exciting, this Cup. It's such a development race, and working with absolute specialists in their areas. It's moved on way more than sailors being able to tie a few knots and go yachting and maybe recut some sails. It's moved on so far that you're absolutely relying on skilled designers to make the boats work.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what you guys have in store when you actually get out sailing. That'll be good.
Yeah, well, it's pretty similar to what the other teams are doing. I think everyone's going to be getting towards the top of the pyramid again. But all the teams have had to put in a huge amount of time and effort to get the best out of these boats.
Yeah, awesome. Well, we'll have to see what happens there. And also, Ashby mentioned that New Zealand wants to stick to the heritage of the Cup and really to see how that progresses too in future.
Yeah, look, we haven't committed to anything yet. We just got to try win this event, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, one step at a time. All we're worried about is tomorrow at the moment.
We'll get around the racetrack with the crew that you have at present. But as you said, you've got a few guys coming through. Maybe you guys will have a more upskilled team in consequence.
No, that's right. This has given us an opportunity to upskill some of the other guys, and we've got some really talented people. But it's a different type of sailing, and it's very hard to replicate this type of sailing. There's GCs and that out there, and it's still not quite the same as actually these type of boats and working together as a team.
Yeah, and all sailors will know that you always learn more when you're racing than when you're training.
Yeah, no, exactly. You do that by yourself, it's pretty easy out there, but put a few other boats and a bit of dirty air around, and that bungee cord stretches and stretches, and it's very, very hard when you're back in the pack.
Awesome. Well, good luck tomorrow, and well done to you all. And Ashby, no doubt, stepped down to his role, as he said. He's such a good sailor. Everyone that said, will he live up to Pete's steering abilities? I think they've forgotten how good Ashby is.
No, that's right. He's an incredibly talented natural sailor, and it's been a pretty easy transition as far as sailing the boat like that. He could do it blindfolded. Yeah.
I'm sure he could, and I'm sure Pete's learned a lot leading into this games from Ashby himself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Pete's just got better and better and better, and no, it's been very exciting, you know, to be part of this whole team learning as we are. It's a really exciting group of people.
Awesome. Well, I'll let you go because I'm sure you've got plenty of other commitments, but thanks for taking the time to chat and good luck tomorrow, hey?
Welcome. You're welcome. Okay, talk to you later.
Cool, thank you. Got to get you back in the sunshine.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. How was today, Frank?
Was good at the beginning. We did a very good two races and good start. And the last one we were a little bit upset because the bad start and the bad situation on the bottom mark. And then it's very hard to come back because the race is short. And when you are behind, you cannot do what you want.
Exactly.
And you just manage the situation, and you cannot do the good trajectory, and it's hard.
Is that the difference between the first race where you had a second and then going into that last race, just getting battered the wrong way?
Yeah, exactly. When you are last, or maybe not last, but fifth in the first mark, you are in the pack, and it's hard to go out the pack, and we lost a lot of time to manage the other boats. It's a race like that, so it's better to start to start well.
Well, it is practice racing, so it just means that you've got more experience coming from the back to the front for tomorrow.
Exactly. It's the goal for today. It's a practice day, and tomorrow we will see. Could be nice because we are not far away, but we have to be constant, and I'm very excited for tomorrow, and we will enjoy it. So tomorrow will be up, I hope.
Fingers crossed. Now I'll let you get out of the sunshine, and good luck tomorrow, Frank, to you and the whole team.
Yeah, thank you. See you tomorrow on the water.
I'm sure you will. So there you have it, some great insights from each of the teams as to what we can expect for tomorrow and Sunday's racing here at the Louis Vuitton America's Cup World Series in Portsmouth. Make sure you stay tuned to www.adventuresofasailorgirl.com for all of my news or live tweeting during the racing tomorrow at SailorGirl HQ. Thanks for joining me. See you tomorrow.